last 9 months, it's been really something for the country. Not just for the country, but also for the world. Going back in September with the financial breakdown and where we are now. So I will touch on any area of subject matter that you would like. I'll answer any questions that you have within reason. But we can go back as far as you like. You want to touch on from the financial, economic, to what's happening in Washington right now. We've had some very controversial legislation that has gone through Congress, cap and trade, one in particular, and spending. So I'll just pause, and I will touch on whatever issues that you have. What we have are Jim is on this side, and Matt is over here. So we've got roving mics. Are we doing written questions at all? Okay. And Mike Cofer is in the back. So if you've got written questions, you can get to him, and he'll also. So we'll try to keep it moving. Okay. Who's going first? I'm not calling. You got to get their attention. They'll write it down, and I'll listen to you.
Hi, Congressman Greer. Thank you for doing this town hall. We appreciate it. I'm a college student and a little apprehensive that this bill may go through, despite what the American people may want. What would be the means of paying for it if it does happen to go through? What do you see it looking like, the healthcare bill?
It's not an easy question to answer because there are so many different types of health bills right now. One came out of Ways and Means, one came out of Ed and Labor, one is still in the Energy and Commerce Committee where I presently serve. There's one in the Finance Committee that's in the Senate. And then the country heard for the very first time the the President's own plan. He laid out some principles in his remarks the other night. He called it his plan, but he doesn't have a bill. In other words, he didn't say, here's my bill, and then hands it off to the Senate. It's very similar to what happened with stimulus, for example, or in cap and trade. He'll say, here's what I want, here's what I like, and all of a sudden somebody else introduces it, and away they go. In order to, the present bill that's in our committee, there are, depends on how you want to phrase it. There are, the President will phrase them as savings. I'm going to phrase them as cuts. There are cuts in the Medicare program. They eliminate the Medicare Advantage. The savings anywhere between $400 up to $500 billion could be cut out of Medicare. You've got increase in taxes. And the President has said that he doesn't want it to have an impact on the deficit. But some of this is being pushed outside the calculations of the Congressional Budget Office. So, for example, when he says he wants to close the donut hole with regard to Medicare Part D on prescription drugs, the spending to do that goes beyond the 10-year window of calculation. So that, in other words, it was really hard for those of us who know the calculus and then to watch the President say what he said the other night. It was hard for us. Because I know that when you do the math isn't working. So if the President's goal is truly for this not to have an impact on the quote on the deficit, I'd be more than happy to work with them. It's part of the goals of my colleagues who classify themselves as blue dog Democrats to do that also. It appears that you should really keep your eyes on what's going to happen out of the Senate Finance Committee. That will, when I look at, if I try to read the tea leaves politically, I'll because of the political dynamic in the Senate, I would say keep your eyes on the Senate Finance Committee. Okay? But this bill will be in excess of $1 trillion. Okay?
Along that same line there, my name is Dave Link, and along the same question out here, why don't we just go after the waste that is in the Medicare system, Social Security, and also like tort reform and malpractice first before we institute procedures to expand health care? Prove that we can have that waste, that money that's available on there instead of expanding the program first. What's going to happen? We're just going to increase waste by even more.
Well, I'll use the word embrace again. I'll embrace the words the President used the other night about waste in the Medicare program. It has been one of the challenges that I serve on the Health Subcommittee. Even when the Department of Justice put, and the FBI themselves had a dedicated amount of personnel toward going after fraud in Medicare, that has been backed off. That's been reined back. And that's unfortunate. But I will more than happy to continue to work on those types of issues. I'm not certain where it's the details. I'm not certain where the President can find $400 billion in waste out of Medicare. Now, my Democrat colleagues in the House and the Senate, to include the President when he was in the Senate, they do not like Medicare Advantage. They think the Medicare Advantage program is one whereby his remarks the other night is only putting profits in the hands of insurance companies. Well, Medicare Advantage has become a very popular program with regard to seniors because you can avail yourself to more services. You have more options that you can utilize. So it costs us, the federal government, you, the taxpayer, more, but we also can get more out of it with regard to how seniors define their quality of life and avail themselves of particular medical services. If you believe, though, that we should have a federal government program, one size fits all, everybody gets treated the same, then you don't like Medicare Advantage. And so they have part of this. This will let you know if you can now say you've seen it. This is the health bill. Okay? We're going to make it simpler. Part of this, though, is they want to eliminate Medicare Advantage. So the President would, if I sat down and asked him, he would probably think that when he goes after waste, he thinks that we're wasting money by he would say, as he said the other night, that's putting money in the hands of insurance companies, money in their pocket. Definition of waste depends on who the eye of the beholder is. Your other comment on you said tort reform. I had a really good conversation before the August break with a colleague of mine, a Blue Dog Democrat, and both of us were a little challenged. It was in the middle of the subcommittee markup on the health bill, and I turned to walking back from